Hi, my name is Mr. Chuck, and I'm an instructor here at Next Step Martial Arts.
So we have a couple questions for you today based on bullying.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
the first question is, have you ever been bullied in your school years?
In my school years, oh my gosh, yes. See, I'm short, so I often get picked on because of my height and my size. So yeah, during my school years, my middle school years time, it was kind of rough and it was a little challenging, yes.
Okay, our next question. What did you do when you got bullied?
Well, a lot of times, at first, I used to cry a lot and I used to get really upset because, it hurt my feelings and, it never made me feel good when they were doing it. But then eventually I got to the point where, it was, I could ignore it, I could laugh at it, when they would call me names or something, I would be like, yeah, they'd call me Shorty, I said, yeah, short but stocky, I pack a powerful punch, those kind of things, and made a joke out of it, and it seemed like the humor kind of diffused the problem a lot of times.
Alrighty. Have you ever seen others getting bullied?
Oh my gosh, all the time. Even when I was in school, after I got through my middle school years and was in high school, I've seen like lots of people, getting bullied, and it wasn't necessarily because of them being short like me, but sometimes it seems like the nerdier / smarter, geekier type kids get picked on a lot more, and with me, I knew how they felt, so I took it upon myself and became friends with some of these people, and we became good friends and talked, so those type of things. But yes, I've seen them and I've talked to people about that.
Okay. You already answered this question in the previous question, but how did you resolve your bullying problem?
Well, one of the ways is, I've talked to my parents, and my parents talked to me because my dad also is short. My brother was also shorter, but they talked about me being me. Don't worry about what other people say, because there's going to be cruel people throughout the world, that are going to be like this, and you just got to believe that you are better than that. You are a lot better than what they say you are. You are none of these names that they call you. So they help keep my esteem and my confidence up, as well as my friends from school and stuff like that. A lot of them stuck up for me, and helped make things a lot easier, and it made me feel more confident because I was accepted by my friends and stuff. So they helped me a lot as well get through things.
That is great. What was the bullying constant?
Sometimes, well, when I was in middle school, yeah, it seemed like it was all the time, and it was by select individuals. There was some that even I thought were my friends, who actually, one of the cases was, there was 6 of them, and they jumped me, and they actually physically abused me because I was different and I wasn't like them. And the fact is, that to them I was weak, and I was, you put 6 people against me. I mean, I was only 4th, 5th grade, and yeah, they were the same age and same grade, but there's a bunch of them in there, so those type of things happened, and it was pretty rough.
Did bullying ever make you feel upset or sad about how you look?
Oh, very much so. It started making me look at everybody else, that they were all better than me, that they were all good looking, and I was ugly. I was never going to be like them. I was never going to be the same as them. I would never find girlfriends. I would never have the right friends. I would never, all those things went through my mind, and it actually hurt me really bad emotionally, and I was sad, and I just, my middle school years were horrible because of the way these bullies, picked on me and stuff.
Was there a lot of other people getting bullied at your school?
It was a fair amount, and it usually was the same people that bullied me, and it's like at that time when I was that young, I didn't really, I wasn't sticking up for myself. I wasn't defending myself. So I couldn't really even stick up for other people at that time that would get bullied and that went through the same stuff as me, because I didn't really understand and know how to deal with it at that time.
Did your parents or any adult know that you were getting bullied? Because some kids hide it from adults.
No, I always told my parents, and again, basically what happened with that was, they told me, Chuck, just believe in yourself. Don't let their names and name calling and all that stuff, hurt you. I mean, we even went to the point of where, when I was being physically abused by my bullies, we even went to the point of telling their parents and stuff. And when we told the parents and different things, yeah, the kids got in trouble, whatever, but that didn't stop them from doing it to me at school. That didn't stop them from, because we walked from school where I was, and that didn't stop them from doing that on the way, beating me up and physically abusing me when I come home from school and stuff like that. So it seemed like telling parents and stuff made it worse. And I think that's why a lot of people hide that from them, because they know if they tell their parents, then their parents are going to talk to the bully's parents, and it's just going to make it worse for them. But in actuality, you need to stand up for yourself, and you need to come out, and you need to let people know that you're being bullied, because that's the only way you're going to get better.
Okay. At what age would you say that the bullying started for you?
Well, I'm going to say it probably started in elementary school, but a lot of things it didn't really bother me because I wasn't mature enough to really understand it yet. So once middle school came around, that's when I started really understanding what was going on, that people were actually being mean to me, not just giving me some corny nicknames or being funny or whatever, or really being my friend when they weren't being my friend, those type of things. So it was probably around middle school when I really started noticing it, and it started to affect me.
Would you want to say anything to your past self to help you during those times?
One of the biggest things is to just try to have a positive mindset. I know when you say that, it's a lot easier said than done, that type of thing. But if you're able to really focus on yourself and know who you are and be proud of who you are and confident, then it's going to make it a lot easier for you. I'm not going to say bullying's going to go away, but you're going to be able to handle it a little better, and you're going to understand and know that you have the confidence to be who you want to be, become anybody you want to be, but you have to put your mind to it, and you can't let other people get into your head and get into your mind and bring you down.
Our last question for you today is, what is one of the ways to stand up to a bully? What is one of the ways you would stand up to a bully to help other kids and adults out there?
One of the ways that I stand up to bullies is, really is explaining my story to people and telling people my story, because a lot of people don't tell their story about what it's like to be bullied. So even when I tell my story, or I hear others talk about their stories of being bullied and how they overcame it, it brings out such strong positiveness in those that are getting bullied now, to help them become stronger, help them find more confidence in themselves, and to help them overcome this. So by me telling my story, that's one of the ways that I help others to become less bullied and more confident and have better self-esteem.
Well, that was a great story, and thank you for letting us interview you today.
Excellent, glad to, thank you.